Good evening, Mayor. Good evening, Council. My name is Ernest Cram. It's nice to see you all again. Thank you all for listening to my, not listening to, reading my emails, responding, and offering to talk to me outside of council meetings as well. I would just like to echo the sentiments of the two previous speakers and just wanting to encourage you all to do something at this point in history for social equity. Marijuana has not always been illegal in America or the world. It hasn't always been demonized. It was made illegal after prohibition, strategically to lock up black and brown people. It was propagated that black and brown people, when they smoked weed, were more prone to do criminal acts and to, quote, lust for white blood. This was the beginnings of prohibition for marijuana in this country because they feared they would actually lose money after alcohol was legalized again. From the late 1930s to the late 1970s, black and brown people were locked up disproportionately. In the 70s, Richard Nixon said to his aide, who was quoted as saying that we have to disrupt these black communities, we have to disrupt these hippie communities, and we can't outright say we want to do that. So what we need to do is lock them up more for using marijuana and heroin. Over the past 40 years, the incarceration rate in this country has improved by 500%. Black people make up 40% of the prison population and 13% of the general population. With that said, we know that there are no adverse effects to using marijuana. You're not more prone to criminality. You can actually make an argument that you're more prone to criminality by drinking excessively. So as we stand at this point in history, a very historic moment, such as the point in time in history when alcohol was made legal again, I think you all have a very important position and a chance to make history as one of the very few cities in this county to actually allow it. And I commend you all for making that historic jump. I would encourage you all. I know it's not an easy thing to do, having to appeal to so many different constituents and different viewpoints, but I think in the long term, it's going to make this city a lot stronger if we repair the communities who have been disproportionately affected. Most of these are black communities, Mexican communities, communities that have been redlined strategically to keep them in poverty, which you all probably know. So I just want to encourage you to, again, do the right thing, and I think that history will tell the story 50 years down the line, 100 years down the line, that Joliet did what was right once again, and thank you for listening. Take care. Well, matter of fact, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and Happy Kwanzaa.